Hello and welcome to the Going Famous Media podcast. I'm your host, Zachary Mavrakis, and joining me today is Molde AFK striker Evelyn Badu. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, and you?
Thank you. I'm doing very excellent. Let's get into this. Were there any challenges growing up while pursuing your passion for football? And how did those experiences influence your decision to play professionally?
Thank you so much. So, like you just mentioned, my name is Evelyn Badu, attacker midfielder for Molde FC, and a Ghanaian, born and raised in a city called Sepa in Ghana by the parents of Mr. and Mrs. Badu.
And
Yeah.
were there any challenges growing up while you were pursuing the sport?
Yeah, there were so many challenges as in Africa, let me say, not only in Ghana.
Right,
It wasn't easy to allow the female girl to play football because you have this belief that a girl is only to be seen in the kitchen, like get married and do house chores and housework and other stuff. So it wasn't easy for me to become a footballer, like, and especially in Ghana, I wasn't from a city. I was from like little village. Let me say that.
right,
So it wasn't easy, like to even see female footballers or even get to know like a female team playing there. So it wasn't easy with people around me. But one thing that really helped me was that my family
right.
did really support me. Like, but it was just the outsiders that was just trying to like discourage me, telling my parents that why would you allow your girl child to play football? There's nothing good gonna come out of it. So you should just focus on school and just find something to do at the end. Yeah, so it wasn't easy. And with that I need to leave my parents at young age, which is
Right.
11 years to the city and
Wow.
get to play a team with a female. So it wasn't easy at all. Yeah.
Amazing. And as you mentioned, family played a huge role in
Yeah.
your professional sport. And as a Ghanaian, as you mentioned, how has your background and your family influenced and impacted you and your play style within the sport?
Yeah, so Ghana is one of the best countries when it comes to football, especially like
Absolutely.
being possessive. Really do like being like, possessing, play football a lot. And yeah, my family, like I said, it wasn't easy being in Ghana, being in my village, playing football, but like they were there for me in the hard times that I needed them. They
Right.
provide for me the needs like football boots, jerseys, food, shelter, everything. So I think those things really, really help me and encourage me to do whatever I love doing.
So all those sacrifices that your family has done and for you to be where you are, you ended up winning the CFA Young Player and Interclub Player of the Year in 2022. What does this mean to you on a personal and a professional level?
I think is one of the stages that every young player would want to be. And I got that opportunity, which is very, very good for me. Like I was really happy when I won those awards. And it's one of the best motivation like has come to my, my, my life ever. Because it's not easy to to be like a young player and the first
Right.
ever Intercup player of the year, like the whole Africa, we have like so many young players out there. How come it's you? Meaning like it takes so much hard work to win such awards. And yeah, like I said, it's anytime that I remember that I was 2022 CAF Young Player of the Year, it keeps me moving. It's
Right.
always like me so much hope that there's more room for improvement for me in my football career. Yeah.
Right. You keep wanting to push for more and it motivates you. So with all these achievements that you've gained throughout your young career so far, how do you feel about being a representation to the young female athletes back home in Ghana and around the world?
Yeah, so I think most people look up to me because now when you just take your phone, Google Evelyn Badu, the first thing you'll see that she was 2022 CAF Young Player of the Year, and
Right,
she's also a female like me. So
right.
if she was able like to be on a stage like this, I can also do it equally with both women, and I think it's something that's really helping the young ones coming up, and I'm really happy and proud to be a role model for these young ones too.
Absolutely. Now we'll transition to your game. So from Norway, you went to France and now you're back in Norway. So this has must have taken a lot of adjusting to do. Tell us how you've learned to adapt to this change, even culturally, and how has it helped you become the person you are today?
Yeah, so my first time when I came to Norway, it wasn't easy because it was my first professional club that I like country. And like I said, Ghanaian football is kind of a little bit different. We do so much possession, which Norwegian game is all about physical, like so much running into it. So it wasn't easy. Different culture, like you said, the weather, the food, everything
Yes,
was a little different from Ghana because like we always have like 30 degrees and here sometimes minus 14, minus 18, which is so crazy for me. But like I
right,
said, it's something that I love to do, which is football. So I need to adjust and know what is ahead of me. And it wasn't easy for me in my first season in Norway. But the second season, I get used to everything and everything was started like gelling for me. And yeah, I moved to France, which was also a good step for me in my career. But yeah, sometimes this job, football job, is ups and downs. You don't get going all the time. So I feel like I need to come back to Norway where I learned so much because
right,
Norwegian football is about tactics. They do so much in tactics, and I feel like since I'm living in France. I want to leave France. I think the best country for me to be back in and play football is Norway. And the most reason why I I think things were not good for me in France was the language. The language was a
right.
very big problem for me. Yeah, and I feel like Norway, most people speak English. Most,
Yes,
I think, everyone speak
eh,
English, and
right.
yeah. So I feel like I need to come back and start something else again.
You made your debut this year in EAFC 25 Ultimate Team. Your card is on the screen for the viewers at home to see. However, today you have the chance to create your own. Are you ready?
You're ready.
All right, perfect. Do you play the game at all?
mm, yeah, I play. I play. I
Perfect.
use Ferrari, which I use myself to play the game.
Of course, of course. You have to, especially your first time being in the game, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so I know I've seen training videos of you while doing research coming up with these questions, and FIFA has given you a 69 rated for pace. I know you're
yeah.
faster than that. So do you want to
That's
give us
true.
a number between 1 and 99?
So I think with pace, I was like 75 pace.
75?
I'll say that. Yeah.
Okay, very good. And now you're a striker, so that's predominantly your position, and you score lots of goals. That's your main goal, right? And they've given you a 68 on shooting. Do you agree? Do you think it should be a little more?
I don't know. I should like maybe 80.
80,
80.
perfect. Now, this next stat is passing, and it's a little underrated for strikers because you think the midfielders are the only ones controlling the game and passing the ball, but you have to hold up the ball, especially how you said how physical Norway is. And they've given you a 63 rating in passing. Do you agree or disagree?
Disagree with that. So.
What number are you giving yourself?
78.
78, perfect. And now you need to navigate and run through the defenders in order to take a shot on target, and that's dribbling. So they've given you a 68. What do you think it should be?
I think this with the dribbling, I agree with it.
You
I
agree with
totally
it?
agree. Yeah, I
Why do
agree
you
with
agree?
it.
Why do you agree with it?
And I don't see myself as a dribbler. Like,
Right, okay.
yeah,
I see. So now this next stat is defending, and your stat is pretty high for a striker, especially a silver card. It's 54 defending. Do you think you're more defensively minded as a striker or offensively minded?
yeah. I think it's 50-50.
Right.
50-50. I can't select more offensive or like a 50-50. Yeah.
Okay, so do you agree with the stat for 54, or do you think it should be higher or lower?
So like 70.
70.
Like,
Okay, great. Do you
yeah,
press more when you're
yeah,
playing striker? You press the defenders a lot to make them
yeah.
miscontrol the ball or pass the ball out of bounds, right? So it is a very underrated and important stat for a striker to know. Now, the last one here is physicality. So as you mentioned, Norway is very physical. So all the girls are on you. They're trying to get the ball away from you.
Yeah.
They're trying to defend your tactics. You have a 63 rating. What do you give yourself?
85.
85. Amazing.
Eight,
I agree with that
yeah,
one. I see what
yeah.
you're posting on Instagram. Okay, now overall wise, with all those numbers combined, they've given you a 67 rated. Do you agree with this? Do you disagree? And what number should it be?
I disagree with that. And at least maybe 70, 78 to 80, 78 to 80, something like that. Yeah.
Very, very humble. Rapid round. I'll ask you 10 questions and it'll be a this or a that. You will need to choose one answer within a few seconds. Evelyn, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Amazing. Okay, let's get into it. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Playing at a home stadium or an away stadium?
Hope. Always hope.
Scoring goals or assisting?
Assistant.
Training
Assistant.
indoor facilities or training outdoors?
Outdoors.
Are you more of an early bird or a night owl?
Elevate. Elevate.
Now, are you more into sneakers or are you more into cleats?
Please.
Okay, great. And Norway or France playing?
No way.
Amazing. Action movies or are you more into romantic rom-com movies?
Action movies. Like, yeah.
Absolutely. Penalties or free kick goal?
Freaky go.
Okay, last one. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
90th minute winner or scoring a hat trick?
90th minute winner.
That is all the time we have today, Evelyn. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate everything you've done today.
Thank you so much. I'm also happy to have this interview today. Really happy about that.
Great, thank you.